this plugin has totally changed the way I work, making my process for cleaning and editing vocals 10 times faster. What's going on? My name is Brandon Miranda, and I'm a mixing engineer and music producer with credits for artists like LaRussell, 3-0 Baby, Veggies, and Justin Bieber. For today, I'm going to be working with the DynAssist plugin. We're going to walk through the features of this plugin, and we're going to apply it to one of my very own mixes and see if we can make these vocals sound better than the first time I did it. And most importantly, I encourage you to watch all the way to the very end, because at the least, you'll get some powerful techniques for making your vocals sound professional and polished. Okay, great. So one of the biggest problems, especially when working on rap vocals, is making sure that all of my sibilances, my S's, the P's, and all the breaths, they're not hitting in a way that's going to overpower my compressors. Most times, earlier engineers miss the power of vocal editing, and honestly, if you can put in the extra work to go in and do your edits, your mixes, your vocals would sound so much more polished. Everything is going to interact with your compressors and your EQ in a way that sounds very pleasing to the ear. Now, the old way I would do this is I have to go in by hand.
Tears, I shed my blood, I gave respect.
That S right there is super hard and heavy, and so I'd actually have to go in here and lower the clip gain and add some fades. And that might have seemed easy right now in the moment, but when you have at least 2 to 3 minutes worth of vocals, this can become a really tedious and very tiring process. So what I have been messing with now is this new plugin I found called DynAssist. It's so cool. I just opened the guy up and you can see it has interpreted all of that audio information on the fly. So we now have 4 primary tools that DynAssist is going to automatically add and apply to the vocal. So what it's doing is it's using Sibilance to basically act as a de-esser. It's going to lower all of my breaths, and you can see that by the red markings. And you can see right here, here's his breaths, and DynAssist automatically detected where that breath is and is automatically lowering the volume of that breath. Then we have a gate, which is cool, and basically it's just going to find any silences or dead spots, like right here, and it's going to completely mute it. And then one of my favorites is the ride, where it's basically acting as like a vocal ride, or essentially a compressor, and keeping the vocals sitting around that average target loudness. All right, so here's everything with the plugin on.
Tears, I shed my blood, I gave respect, I gave my love. If you don't think.
And then here's it with it off.
Tears, I shed my blood, I gave respect, I gave my love. If you don't.
So it's very subtle, but if you listen back one more time, you'll hear a little bit more of compression. The level's gone down slightly lower, but that's fine. And then you can hear, especially his breaths and his S's have become a lot more tamed.
Tears, I shed my blood, I gave respect, I gave my love. If you don't.
And here's it off again.
Tears, I shed my blood, I gave respect, I gave my love. If you don't.
Now let's take it a little bit deeper. I'm going to go ahead and turn off each one, and we'll listen through each of these settings one by one. So here's with the Sibilance.
Tears, I shed my blood, I gave respect, I gave my love. If.
And here's it off.
Tears, I shed my blood, I gave respect, I gave my love. If.
And we can especially just hone in on the S sound right here. Here's that shed.
Shed my blood, shed my blood.
Right? And then let me turn Sibilance on.
Shed my blood.
And now you can hear how that's already been lowered. Now what I typically do with this plugin is I'll actually lower the range even more than 6 dB. And that most often results to a really, really nice, smooth, and polished vocal. So I have it now back down to a 12, and let's go ahead and hear this S sound.
Shed my blood, shed my.
And here's it off.
Shed my blood, I.
That's sounding awesome. Let's go ahead and get really extreme with it and see what we get.
Shed my blood, I gave respect.
So sick. And then also, if you want to even get more fine tuning about it, I can hit the pencil tool and go in and individually adjust the volume of those S's.
I shed my.
Boom.
I shed my.
That's so sick.
I shed my.
And also, another added note, which is super cool about this plugin, rather than having to adjust my timeline cursor up here on the Pro Tools timeline, I can actually just change it within the plugin, and it's going to
respect, I
automatically play
I shed my blood
from where I want it to be played. Let's go ahead and hear some other parts that need to be adjusted.
my finger up and walk.
We're cool with that.
Dress it on the.
And that one's coming off pretty harsh, so I'll lower that one right there.
Dress it on the lady.
Boom. So cool. So let's go ahead and dive into some other parts of this plugin. We'll turn on the breath. And the only downside is if I'm going to make some changes after I've made some manual edits, it is going to override my edits. So my workaround for that actually is I'll go in and I'll commit what I've applied with the plugins. You can do that in Pro Tools by going up here, clicking none, and then I'll hit commit. And now that Sibilance work that I just put in is going to be embedded into the audio. And if we're not happy with it, I can always hit Command Z and it's going to actually reload the plugin. but we were cool with it. Let's go ahead and load up DynAssist one more time so we can start to work with the other parts of the plugin. Okay, cool. Since I already embedded some Sibilance work, we're gonna go ahead and turn that guy off, and we're gonna just focus on our breath function. So let's go ahead and play the audio, zoom in where there's a breath, and it's going to be pretty much the exact same principle. Lowering the sound of that breath. And that's so powerful because this tool is literally automatically detecting where his breaths are. If there are breaths that I need to adjust manually, I can go ahead and do that exact same thing. Or I want maybe some more presence to retain the rhythm of the breathing. Then we're in a great spot with that. I'm gonna go ahead and close this one. We'll turn on our gate. I love the gate. I don't mess with it too much. I actually like having it all the way, turn everything down. It just kind of gets rid of all that silence that I don't really need. And so rather than having to zoom out and separate my silences and all that, the plugin is doing it for me automatically. And then lastly, and super important, is the ride. This one to me is the most effective one because what it's doing is you can see essentially volume automation. Now you can look at this as two ways. You can look at it as straight up just volume automation, but the way I choose to visualize this is just another form of compression. At the end of the day with compression, you are telling the piece of audio, here is a ceiling I don't want you to pass, and I'm going to control when the volume goes above that, how much I want it to be pushed down. And you can see by all these rides, it might go up, it might go a little bit lower, it might turn down something significantly, all based upon this target that I have for right now, 24 LUFS. It's obviously adjustable, so one workaround I found, sometimes DynAssist makes the vocal sound a little bit quieter, and you can mitigate that by raising the LUFS over here on the left-hand side. What I personally like to do is I'll leave this on all the way. I will go ahead and raise the speed of this, and what the speed is going to do is give me more nodes and options, right? So that's great, because then I have more control when I'm doing my manual edits, and then I'll actually hit the pencil tool, so then I can listen through the vocal and make any adjustments that I want in my ear to help smoothen out the vocal. This is super important to me when editing a vocal, and this is how I like to use the plugin now, because there are lots of consonants, P's, D's, and sometimes B's, so B, P, and D, and T also, t, 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 that sound that is really gonna just kind of take you out of a mix, right? I've heard a lot of good mixes ruined because an engineer forgot to properly process and control those consonants. So I'll actually go ahead and listen through the vocal and start to make adjustments to any of those things. And if there's anything that's too loud or too quiet, we're gonna kind of control that.
I end up in first.
So that P right there.
I end up in
right there. So I'll go ahead and click that one and lower that.
I end up in first.
Boom. So much more even. And I can actually grab some of the nodes around it.
I end up in first.
I love it. And I actually get pretty aggressive with my volume adjustments here, especially knowing the fact that this is with zero compression. And I am going to add compression that's going to make up for any big gaps in those volumes. Let's go ahead and find some other little things. This is a loud peak, so we might have to turn that down.
Black baby. Black baby.
That's fine to me, actually. Let's go over here.
Clutch a purse. Clutch a purse.
That's a really rough sounding C sound right there, and it's clutch. And so I'll go ahead and kind of move this note over and lower that over.
Clutch a purse.
So much better. So we'll go ahead and speed up this video, and I'll add a couple edits over here, and then we'll make a little bit of comparison between the unprocessed vocal and now our Dyn-assisted vocal. Cool, so I'm about done with editing the vocals, and yeah, it is a little bit of still work, and not everything's been done for me, but the traditional way of doing this is that I have to find an individual syllable, chop it out, and then use a shortcut or the drag tool to then lower that, test it, and then add a fade. So that's like 5 steps, whereas if I just actually go back, reopen the software, I'll zoom in, find that S right there,
somehow I end up,
and all I just need to do is highlight and drag down. Something about that move feels a lot smoother and a lot more manageable to me. So I don't feel like I'm doing a lot of work. So let's go ahead and listen back. My Dyn-assisted vocal is this red one up here.
Last to leave my mother's womb, somehow I end up in first.
Cool. And then my raw unprocessed vocal, before we added anything to it, is in this green.
Last to leave my mother's womb, somehow I end up in first.
So you can hear how the Dyn-assist really adds some smoothing, and any of those loud, jumpy peaks, and especially in the S's and the breaths, are much more mitigated and better controlled. And that was done with very few manual edits. Typically, it would have taken me about 15 to 30 minutes just on this one section of the vocal. You can see all my cuts and where I clipped gained them, and we just consolidated all of that effort to about, 3 minutes. So, super amazing tool. I'm going to leave a link in the description below. I encourage you to check it out. Super affordable. I'm not sponsored by them, but I just love this tool, and I want other people to be able to explore it for themselves. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please, if this video was helpful, I encourage you to subscribe and to hit that bell notification. And if you're looking for more tips and tricks for your music production and mixing process, then definitely check out some of my courses and templates via my Gumroad link. Link is also in the description. And if this video was helpful, then please go ahead and check out this playlist with plenty of other my tutorials and music making content.